Hey everybody, welcome back to Starfield RAW. I am Joe the Wigit, and I am joined by my fellow co-hosts, the experimentation himself, Rook.
Yes, I experiment on myself every... Well, wait.
Whoa, pause.
That's where we don't want to go.
I know.
And we are joined, as always, by the legendary Archon.
I don't even know how to follow that. Got a good show coming up here for you guys. Glad to be back from the break. So let's get into it.
It's been about 2 weeks since we've been on and recording. It feels like forever since we've been doing the show for, going on 3 or 4 months now?
Yeah.
We started the show right before release of...
almost a month before release, so yeah.
Yeah, so
it's
August,
been about 4 months.
We've been at it, and we're still going strong. This is technically Season 2, Episode 1, but it's actually Episode 23 in total. This only really counts in the season on iTunes, but we're starting a new year. We've got a lot of awesome stuff for you guys. We've got some news. We've got a new challenge, which I will most likely die within the first, about the first quest, I'm thinking, or the very first part of the game. I'm about 5 minutes in, is my bet. And we've got lore with Rook tonight, going over the Crimson Fleet, as well as our gameplay.
Yeah, I've been leading and saying I was going to do it, and I promised that I would do it to start the new season, so here we go.
Have you even done that quest line yet?
Nope.
Got all the lore, but haven't done the quest line.
Nah.
Nice.
I've been wanting to read up on the lore. It's actually not as in-depth as I would like it to be, but it's not bad, though.
I don't think they've really released too much into it, but there is some good stuff, and I saw your notes. It looks like you got at least the meat and potatoes of it, which is fantastic.
Meat and potatoes.
Yeah.
Bacon.
But first, in the news, Starfield won Most Innovative Gameplay in the Steam Awards. And Steam said on the subject, the designers of this game are at the front lines of creative experimentation, bringing fresh perspective and brain-breaking surprises. That's what it is supposed to be. This game delighted, inspired, and entertained the newness never played before.
Who typed this?
No comment?
Now it would be
breaking cranes. Yeah, I mean, it's about time Starfield won something. I mean, it's a great game.
They've won a couple.
I can understand based on what it was up against why it didn't win Game of the Year, but it's got to win something somewhere.
Based on Enan's Instagram, it looks like it's won a few awards for the music at least.
Yeah, I was gonna say it should win awards for the music. The music is phenomenal.
I look forward to talking to him again. That was fun.
Yeah, he always does such a great job, and on all the games he does, and I've been sitting here just listening to the soundtrack for a while. So even when I'm playing other games, I'm listening to the music of Starfield a lot of the time. So
it's good music.
It is.
You can jam out to that.
I'm still excited the fact that we get to use that music now in our intro and outros.
Yeah, I am so glad we got official permission to use it.
When I get creative one of these days, I might put some of the music in the background just during the middle of the show. Nice and silent while we're talking, Maybe I'll do it during your Crimson Fleet.
I was just about to say that.
Yeah.
I'll put the Crimson Fleet song back there.
Do the Rook song or whatever.
No, that one's a little bit too intense. It'd be kind of hard to adjust the volume. You're just intense, Rook.
Yeah, That sounds good.
Let's go ahead and get into our gameplay, guys. What have you guys been up to?
Well, I've only played it a couple of times over the holidays because obviously it's the holidays. And my couple of times is about putting in 8 hours a day for 3 days of exploration.
Sounds about right.
Yeah,
that sounds about right.
That's correct.
I have officially explored every system fully, and that means landing on the planets, fully exploring planets, all the way up to if you were to take the map and scroll it across the side and put a bar that goes up and down on the map. I'm just past New Atlantis, and I'm starting to get further into more remote systems.
So you're kind of making your way towards the right side to the more...
From the left to the right.
Which technically, I noticed, is like the easiest, lowest levels to the highest levels. Minus some that are in the north.
Higher level it is.
I do need to jump into more of the higher level stuff because it's getting too easy to survive on those planets now. But Yeah, I'm still trying to figure out where I want to put a major base, because my major base, I don't build for mining or anything like that, for resources.
So you just need something that's scenic and idyllic.
Scenic and idyllic, and actually looks like a base of operations instead of like a hodgepodge of fabs just thrown down.
I saw on Reddit, no, not on Reddit, on Facebook actually, not long ago, this guy built a base. He found this like, you know those flat top basin type mountains?
Mm-hmm.
He found one of those on one of the planets and built his base on top of this mountain. It looks so freaking cool. I don't know where that was at.
There's a lot of those kind of landscapes, because I've traveled around, and I'm all the way on Iridani, and that is set up on a flat top. So you can find those all over the place. I want to find one, because where I got Iridani is perfect, because it's on a flat top of a mountain overlooking the ocean.
Yeah, that's a good one.
Oh, that'd be awesome.
Problem is Iridani is all the way on the left side of the map. I don't want to jump all the way over there if I'm using a central hub to hit all the different points.
Something in the middle. Somewhere in the middle.
Well, one of the moons around Aquila are really nice.
I saw that. I might do that just because it's really close to Aquila, and I can just do a fast travel over to Aquila.
You could have like Aquila rising in the horizon during the day.
But what I really want to do is figure out what the colony symbol on Europa is for. All I found is that there's a quest there that leads to a colony there, and it shows up with that colony icon even if you haven't done that quest yet. So it's annoying. Europa, for those who don't know, is in the Sol system. It's one of the not Saturn, Jupiter moons. If you fly out to Sol system, you'll see that has a colony symbol over it like all the other colonies do, but it makes no sense as to why. And obviously you can't uncover colonies just by flying and scanning a planet, which I think if they did that, that would be cool, because then you'd find some other colonies out there that nobody knew about. But yeah. I want to build my base more towards the 45 and 55 zones, and build a base there, because it'll be more central to be able to get to the further reaches of the 75 level 75 planets, stuff like that.
Also, while we're on this topic really quick, I'm sorry, but I didn't mean to interrupt you. Mm-hmm. One of our listeners in chat recently asked if there's anything unique and interesting about the far side, the high level star systems, that would pique their interest, other than the fact that you can get amazing gear by getting those like high level elites in those random zones. But most of those systems are procedurally generated.
Yeah, a lot of them are, so it might not be the same for everybody.
Exactly. And you can create some of the coolest stuff, too.
Did you see my response?
Yeah.
If you need reasons to explore systems, are you really an explorer?
That's not what he was saying. Come on, man.
Nah, because they're procedurally generated is the main reason to actually explore them, because it might be different for you compared to what it is to somebody that's playing on a different system.
I'm wondering if this listener is like 12 with his name. Fartin' Bob. I'm just messing with you, man.
Reading, I don't know. I think he might be actually an older person just based on the...
that was a joke. Complete joke.
Stuff.
But honestly, remember several episodes ago, I mentioned the fact that I found a planet that had iridescent or I can't think of it, bioluminescent grass. Yeah. And that was on one of those
I remember you saying that a while back. But I haven't, obviously I'm in the low level sections. I'm probably going to finish up exploring up the last line straight above Sol, because I want to get those distant planets, and then I want to go straight to one of the higher levels. I'm level 40 something, so I might just go to level 45 system and just explore there, so I can build something and then go from there.
If you're a new listener and you're wondering why he's only
moving on, because I don't want to hog all of our time talking about exploration, because I can do that all day. We have the exploration photo album on the Discord, which is awesome because it's become a really cool photo album. You see some really cool shots people take. What I like about it is multiple people other than me and Wigit have posted in it, And I want to give a special thanks to these contributors. Obviously, there's Fart and Bob, Starsat, who has posted the most photos other than me, maybe more than me. Bazahadro, Leeson87.
Yeah, good luck pronouncing some of these names.
Prowlingarn, Illness, Pavavo, Gilly Bumsparkle, Kilo Tango 1122, and Cytec. They have all helped contribute to photos in that photo album. And if you want to see the cool shots people are seeing inside the game, hop onto our Discord at discord.gg/raw podcast and go to the exploration photo album, and you'll see some really cool screenshots of what people have seen in game.
All right, so like always, guys, if you have any questions about like exploring and things like that, Rook is definitely the one to talk to, and he usually answers within a day or so on Discord. So come on in and talk to him about that. Otherwise, Archon, what have you been up to, man?
Well, I didn't get a whole lot of time into the game. I did play for a while yesterday. I had a little bit of time to play, and I created a new character and just kind of tooled around, getting ready for our challenge that we'll talk about in a little while. I did a little bit over the break. I worked on a little bit of base building. I'm still trying to. I found a spot like Rook there. I found a spot that's like on kind of a peninsula off of beach, and I'm building a pretty cool base right there. So I've just kind of been working on perfecting that and everything on my main. But I'm actually looking really forward to getting into this challenge because it's going to be like, starting fresh. And I think that'll be kind of refreshing because I haven't started fresh on this game in a while. So,
in all fairness, I got Archon hooked on a game that I got rehooked on.
Yeah.
It's a Bethesda game, so we're in the same zone.
Yeah.
Been playing ESO a lot lately.
A lot.
It's still
all three of us.
Yeah, it's a fantastic game. And there's so much more in it now. I think we could do an entire show on that by itself. But anyway, we're talking Starfield here. Is there anything else, Archon, you got?
No, that was pretty much all I had for this week.
Well, I got a lot.
Yeah, you do.
I had some fun, right? I've been redoing the Ryujin quest line, and everyone knows it's my favorite one for multiple reasons. But I found I was started out, loaded back in the game after the holidays, and I'm at the point where I have to break into the Ryujin office if they shut it down so I can go put a computer program without giving away too much. As I was going through it, I wasn't getting caught by anything, and suddenly I went around a corner and a guard appeared right in front of me, and instead of attacking on sight like they always do on that quest, he stopped and it gave me the option to talk my way out of it.
Oh, nice.
So I use manipulation and he lets me go and sits there and watches me, okay, bye, as I walk right into the vent right next to him and up in like it was nothing out of the ordinary, complete lockdown, guys going through the vent. Sure, why not?
You're the maintenance man.
But the fact that threw me off, though, is he let me talk my way out of it instead of just shooting at me. I was getting ready just to reload.
Okay, so maybe you found the one NPC guard that actually valued his life.
Yeah. Yeah, because one of these times, and I am determined now, because every other New Game Plus, I do my good guy, bad guy run, right? Mm-hmm. Which has been a new thing recently, but so if you guys don't know, every other new game, I do the main story, and that's my good guy run. I get back with my boo, I marry my boo, Andrasia, and I play the good part. But on the opposite side, when I do the next one, I don't do any of this main story, I skip it, and I go my bad guy run. And this time, when I do that, I am going to, for the first time ever, I'm going to kill everyone in Ryujin Tower mission. I'm just going to snipe them, and I'm going to make Imogen take the fall for, not avoiding spoilers there. And I want to see what that outcome is. You've done Ryujin.
I've only started and got through like the first 3 quests.
Oh, never mind. Yeah, you'll know. A good thing I'm avoiding spoilers right now.
I don't care about spoilers.
Yeah, I mean, at this point, if he's spoiled on anything in that game after putting the countless numbers of hours he's put into the game, That's on him.
But yeah, so I'm going to make Imogen take the fall on that playthrough. I really want to see what happens. And I don't want anyone to tell me, because I don't want anyone telling me. I want to find out for myself. I will. I've talked about this before. I've always wanted to break into the head lady's office for Ryujin. I always forget her name. Pretty Asian lady. Well, I can't think of her name. But her office is always locked away. You can't really get to it. So I found out that during that mission, I could easily just sneak past the guard and go right across the hall and unlock her door. But I don't know why I never thought about that before. I mean, it's stupid simple. She has a safe in there. So I broke into it. I broke into the safe. I had 2 digipicks left, and both were master lock, the door and the safe. And I did pull it off, and it was okay. I mean, I got 3,000 credits, really good epic weapon, and a couple other like blue quality weapons in there. I don't know why she's armed to the teeth, but sure. I just want to see if I could. But one of the things I wanted to try, because there's a point where you might have the opportunity to get her fired, and I wanted to see if she really was the good girl I thought she was, good guy, whatever. So I wanted to break into her computer and see if there's any files, because there's other people you can do that to. You can go into their computers, look at their files, and see their correspondence. Hers you can't do, so I was a little disappointed about that, and there was no papers or anything like that. And then when I completed that quest line, I was about to you exit pretty much on like the scaffolding near the roof, and I was just about to jump off when I remembered I didn't have my jump pack.
That would have been funny if you have jumped and then you remembered right as you jumped.
Yeah, it was close enough to where that almost happened. I'm probably about a half second away from that actually occurring. But then it made me think, because when I put my boost pack on, that I had a balance pack. And I was wondering how many people, because I've actually talked to some people who didn't know that there are different types of boost packs other than just, the bonuses attached to them.
I don't know how you don't get that, because on each boost pack it says skip boost pack, power boost pack, balance boost pack.
They may see that, but some of them didn't know what they do.
Well, I only use skip boost packs and occasional balance packs. I don't like the power boost pack.
Nah, well, like if you put points into your... Like, if you max out your boost pack on the skill tree, the power is way more useful. But yeah, so I just want to give you guys a little bit of a tip. If you don't know what each one is, you have what Rook just said, the skip capacity boost pack. And that comes with a shorter but more intense boost. So it's like the quick power boost. The power boost pack is exactly as it is. It's a more powerful, solid boost, but it does drain your fuel like crazy. So it's about 1.5 times normal.
I think the power boost pack boosts one time with a full tank, but it just launches you.
Yeah, and if you do max out the points, I think you can get 2 out of it, and it recharges pretty quick. I don't know. I'm 1 point away. I'm 3 out of 4 on that skill line. And then you have the balance boost pack, which is the one I use mostly, and it's just a slightly more powerful version of the basic.
The skip boost pack makes me think it was originally designed to like do quick movements left or right.
I can see that.
But I don't see any settings anywhere where I can set it to where it boosts left or right instead of just up.
There is a way we talked about early in the show that you could boost vertically.
Yeah, but like I said, I've checked all my key layouts and stuff. I can't figure it out. But I would like to throw in another tip.
Do it.
Apparently, according to Wellorf or Waylorf, or however you say your name, sir, WELORF, on the moon with a balance boost pack, 850 meters is max altitude you can go.
He found that out.
And a free fall will kill you.
That's someone spoken from experience.
That had to have been spoken from experience. He posted that, and I was like, why are you just randomly jumping as high as you can on the moon?
Because he could.
Yeah, why not?
So that makes me wonder.
A lot of things you do in this game are because you can.
My question now is, with tier 4 of the boost pack training and a power boost pack, how high can you go on the moon?
Suddenly you find yourself in orbit.
You die because you hit orbit level.
We do it not because it's easy, but because it's hard. After I finished Ryujin Tower, I decided to go look for the sleep crate lady in Neon, because I really want to see if I could do the sleep crate lotto without doing the quest. And spoiler, you can't. You need to do the quest. But I did find out you can purchase a deluxe sleep crate for 6,500 credits. Solid steal. I wanted to check out what they considered the deluxe was and see if it was something different than what we've already seen. No, it's the same thing. It's the one with the little tiny one bed bathroom, a little cubby hole.
Oh, so deluxe.
Yeah.
That's deluxe.
I bought it and I actually decorated it. I posted pictures in Discord. I had fun. It took me like 15 minutes and I had all the resources, so I just started decorating, putting pictures up, employees only sign, and computer next to the bed, and I put a little chair in there and a safe.
You're crazy, man.
But hey, 6,500 credits, you got yourself a little place.
True.
Got himself a sleep crate.
It was just worth it because I own a sleep crate now.
You own a sleep crate. That's like going and renting a place over in Aquila City.
Oh, yeah. Isn't that I wanted to check out that slums place in Aquila City. See what that was like. I want to purchase all the like. Yeah, and then I just forgot the main city's name. I forgot the main city.
New Atlantis?
New Atlantis. Oh my gosh, what a brain fart.
Are you talking about down in the well?
Yeah, in the well they have a place you could buy too.
Oh, FYI, I just read an article. There's people that are just getting to their 70-hour mark that just realized the well exists.
Yeah, it took me a while before I went down to the well. I knew it existed, I just didn't go down there and see it. Mm-hmm. I hate it.
I mean,
that is the original colony.
Main story quest, you have to go through the well.
The well is the original colony for New Atlantis.
Well, yeah, you go through a portion of it. You don't go into the main populated area, though.
Yeah, I guess it depends on if you choose to go up or if you stay to protect. Because you only go through it if you stay to protect.
Which I do almost every time on that mission.
Unless your boo's up on the moon.
Yeah, unless she's on the moon, then I go there.
No, I leave my boo on the planet and I go to the moon.
And let her die so you can have that tearful moment.
So I have reasons for revenge.
So I found a legendary pistol that I am in love with. Because my main thing is I'll have my sniper rifle like everyone knows. Use my hard target. Modified up. But then I'll have a pistol as my sidearm for up close and personal. And I never had one that could one-shot pretty much everybody until now. And I got a 45 caliber Tesla Assassin's Advanced XM 2311. Which I'm guessing is the modern version of the 1911.
Well, it looks exactly like a 1911. So.
It does. Same caliber and everything.
The only thing I have to say about that
of God's
is if
caliber.
you're falling in love with your weapons, then you need a woman, man. You should be falling in love with your weapons.
That's true. Unless you're an assassin, then your weapon...
Or your woman likes your weapon as much as you do. Have you ever seen Andreasha really go out with a gun?
See, that's why she's my boo.
She likes his weapons.
She likes my weapon. I put a red dot on it, suppressor, obviously, armor piercing, high velocity, with an extended mag. It has the extras on it for being in legendary has extended mag, so I get 18 rounds instead of the usual 9. Incendiary and Tesla, so I can shock them and set them on the fire at the same time. That is assuming they live through the first shot, which I haven't had anyone do that yet.
Yeah.
Because I get the 5 times sneak bonus plus the ballistics bonus, so it's somewhere around 7 times normal damage. And it does like 153 pistol damage base. So yeah, it's fun. I one-shot a level 63 elite when I was clearing out the syndicate, which that's where I wound up. There's a point in the Ryujin quest line where you have to go after Imogen, and she's hiding out in a syndicate hideout. And that's my favorite part of the Ryujin quest line, even though it's not technically a part of it, is I go in there and I wipe out the syndicate. They tell you to avoid going to the 3rd floor so you don't cause trouble, and they threaten you and all that kind of stuff. I don't take being threatened very lightly, so I sneak up to the 3rd floor and I start taking them out all the way down to the bottom. Besides, they have an awesome katana that you can get in their little armory that I use all the time. It's like the syndicate enforcer or something like that. great, great weapon. Highly recommend it. Do it. Wipe them out. They're evil.
You know what? I'm kind of surprised, being a martial artist yourself, that you haven't gone like full martial artist character yet.
Well, I don't really like the melee.
I'm going full melee with our challenges.
Oh gosh!
Really?
You're going hard mode with the challenge.
You know what? That's a good segue. Let's talk about this challenge, guys.
Holy cow! You're going hard mode.
Oh, you know, maybe we should do that. We all three have to do melee.
None of us will make it out of the first quest. None of us. Well, actually, no. I can't even use my trick if I do that.
Nope.
Oh man, that's going to be horrible to try doing that.
They don't give you any type of like throwing weapons or anything in this game.
So what we're talking about, guys, is we're doing this survival challenge. It's what we talked about briefly on the last episode, or the one before that. I can't remember which one. But we talked about doing this at the beginning of the year. It was just a spur of the moment thing that we were talking about. So the survival challenge is pretty simple. If you die, you are done with that character. Yep. If you die, you record all your details, let the level and all your stats, take some screenshots, and then delete. And one of the big caveats, of those who want to do it with us, is that you have to start on very hard. You cannot switch to any easier difficulty at any time during the challenge. So this makes ship battles very difficult. I think that the most I've ever died in hard mode, or very hard, was in ship battles, until I got my really good ships.
I don't die as often in ship battles. I die because I stopped paying attention to my health on ground battles.
Yeah, that's a problem.
Which is going to make my challenge really difficult with being a melee character.
You're insane, dude.
You might make it to Crete. If you make it to Crete, you won't make it any further.
We will see.
You start melee. I've played a pure melee character, and they are extremely, extremely hard until you start getting a lot of the the perks and stuff that go with, like a lot of the different talents and stuff that go with it. Until you get those, they are ridiculously hard.
I have a lot of those talents on my character, and I still have trouble with it, especially if I'm facing an elite. Most every other normal guy I can kill in one shot, but not the elites.
The elites will be the really hard part.
One of the things we talked about making it as a rule is you have to do all 4 faction quests before you can go through the Unity.
Yeah, I think we should just do it where you can't go through the Unity at all. You have to just keep going through all the factions, all the different side quests, everything without going through the Unity. That way you can't build up your powers and things like that. It's just you get what you get, and that's as far as you...
I'm game.
And then do what? Like once you hit level 50, you complete the challenge, or...
If you can survive until level 50, and you completed all 4 faction quests, I would consider that a completion.
Completed challenge.
That sounds like a good challenge. Especially with me running melee. Well, we thought the only pistol build would be hard, but man, that actually turned out to be one of the easier things I've done.
With that 2311 I got, that would be very easy.
It's not even close. I'm telling you, until you get talents, it is so hard to melee anything. I think I tried the first little where the Crimson Fleet follow Barrett to the planet. I died like 4 times before I finished that mission. And I don't think I was playing it on very hard. I think I was only playing it on like hard at the time.
Are there any things that we cannot do other than go to the Unity? Obviously, no console commands.
Obviously. Which right now takes away the mods, so you don't have to say no mods.
Yeah.
Until they release the
melee build for me, going through all 4 faction lines.
I don't think there's anything that would really be cheating. So yeah, just not going to the Unity. Have to hit level 50 and complete all 4 faction quests to win it.
So what's your plan until you get a melee weapon then, Rook? You just gonna punch them to death? Oh,
fisticuffs.
Oh boy. Yeah, we're gonna get a notice tomorrow. Oh yeah, guys, I died.
Yep. Level 1.
I'm going to be like, hey guys,
14 minutes into the game.
The Crimson Fleet attacked the mining outpost, and I died within 5 seconds.
I'm gonna post screenshots of my character sheet periodically in our Discord with the spot where it says how many times you died.
Yeah. Fun tip for anybody that's not Rook. One of my favorite things to do in that first quest is as soon as the ship lands, there's like a gas tank right next to him. And I chuck the gas tank into the ship and shoot it and blow it up, and it kills all of them. And then I just run in and loot them all and then go out before the ship takes off.
My luck, it would just blow up prematurely, and they like shoot it as I'm throwing it, and that'd be the end of my game.
Just shoot it in your hand and you're done. Yep. It's like, all right, Archon, you won the challenge because you made it past the first 15 minutes.
I have never died in that challenge or in that beginning area, not even close. But because it's a survival challenge and I know I gotta survive, I'm probably gonna die.
Yeah, we're going straight hardcore mode. Rook's going hardcore mode.
What about character creation? Are we requiring any particular things?
I hope not, because I need to actually use a background that gives me fisticuffs.
Yeah,
well, background's fine.
Background's fine, but I'm almost wondering if maybe we should do the wanted trait.
Oh.
Make it just a little tougher.
You have to have 3 traits, and one of them has to be wanted.
No, I don't think we should do that, because it's already going to be tough enough.
Well, some of the traits can be beneficial.
See, my thought was that we would go with absolutely no traits. You can pick whatever background you want, but absolutely no traits.
To be honest, well, you have to pick a background, but
you don't have to pick a trait.
Traits really only benefit you when you're talking and stuff. It doesn't really benefit you outside of that. Unless
the ones
you
that
take
make
hit
you
stuff.
like the ones that like make you do more damage and stuff when you're on the ground or in the air or something, that's beneficial.
Yeah, introvert, extrovert has benefits to it.
Or like alien DNA has pretty good benefits, gives you more health and stuff like that. Just makes you heal less. So I mean, there are some that have benefits.
We'll just leave the traits optional. That's not a good.
We won't get too specific on that. I'm going to be absolutely shocked if Rook makes it past tomorrow.
I am going to at least try getting off the rocky start on. If I can't do that, then I have failed utterly miserably.
And a new character will be created.
Yeah. You're going to get a notification in the contest or in the challenge run. It's just going to say a new character has been created. That's it. I'm not even going to say I died. I'm just going to say a new character has been created.
So that's the challenge, guys. One last time, it's a survival challenge. If you die, you're done. You must delete your character, take screenshots, post it on our Discord in the challenge section. Let us see how far you made it. But if you actually complete it, by completing it, hitting level 50, all 4 faction quests completed, give us the proof, and you have completed the challenge.
Yeah.
And that goes for the host as well.
I think I want to add one more rule.
Uh-oh.
One more rule, and this is for you because it makes the game too easy.
What?
No snipers.
Oh, no. You can't do that.
No snipers.
No, you cannot restrict my weaponry.
It is way too easy if you're running around with a sniper rifle.
That was my whole survival plan, man.
You're not going to die if you're just running around sniping everything. So
yeah, and that's how I play it. I'm using the game.
You got to at least give yourself the opportunity, like make it a challenge. It's not a challenge if you're just sniping everything.
I know I'm a very good sniper. Okay, I won't do it all the time. Just some of the time.
What do you think, Rook? No snipers?
No snipers. 100% right. No snipers.
No snipers.
So this is just going to pick on Wigit time, huh? All right, fine. No snipers.
This here's going all melee, so at least you could do is no snipers.
All right. No snipers.
I won't use them either.
Take my fun away, punks.
You can still use rifles, and you just can't sneak around and murder everything before it even sees you.
But that's a part of the game.
Well, but not a part of the challenge.
The part of the game that I'm really good at.
Not a part of the challenge.
All right, fine. For you guys, I won't do it. I won't be my stealth assassin.
And I also won't use any XP farms.
All right.
I'll play legit.
No outposts.
No outposts?
Yeah, because that they give you more XP. That
what if you did even harder? An outpost just as a base, but no resources?
Okay, yeah. No farming outposts.
Yeah, that's what. Like, I only use them for money, like getting money to get better weapons and stuff.
Which you get the XP in the process, so no.
So it can literally only be habs and a landing pad. That's it. You cannot use any harvesters or anything.
I guess if we're taking away your snipers, we'll take away all my money too.
and I've already put myself in the biggest hole I possibly can. Y'all restricted me. I have to do the faction quest.
Dude, you already
myself do melee.
You did that.
You did to yourself.
No,
you dug the hole. You jumped in and buried yourself and threw the shovel
we
away.
made it to where he can't explore, though. He has to actually do the faction quest.
Yep.
You did the all 4 faction quest lines knowing that I would just explore and survive.
Yep.
You never get to level 50 that way.
Okay, this is fair. This is fair. I will not have a sniper rifle in my inventory at all, other than to sell it.
Okay, fair enough. Same.
And I will try very hard not to sneak unless it's necessary.
I will not use my my outpost to make myself millions. But then how am I supposed to get my ships?
I kind of have to sneak during the Ryujin questline, so I mean, there's that. I just won't kill anybody.
How am I supposed to use my ships? Or get my ships?
Like everyone else, quest. Sell stuff that you find. It's not the end of the world, buddy. You got this.
It takes too long.
So we
have to loot everything. And sell everything.
Yeah. We crippled our Master Explorer. We crippled Mr. Moneybags. And we crippled Mr. Sniper. All right, that's a challenge.
All right.
And when Rook's ready, we'll get into the lore.
Yes, sir. Lore with Rook.
Good afternoon, everybody. My name is Rook. We are here with lore with Rook. I tried doing that too fancy and it didn't work. All right, so today I decided to cover the Crimson Fleet because I promised it, and it's the only one I really haven't done. Because I've actually never played the Crimson Fleet. It's just not my cup of tea, and I kill too many.
How do you know if you haven't done it?
Yeah,
because I kill too many of them.
Well, that's fine. That's the whole point. You're taking down the Crimson Fleet.
So their organization is pretty simple. They're just a loose group of pilots flying under the same banner. Pretty much an informal hierarchy based on fear and respect, but based on that information, it could be considered an organization based on how organizations are built these days.
But currently, they are an entire faction, so
they're a faction in the game. But when I read more of the lore, you'd understand why I'm talking about whether it's an organization or an alliance. It's more of an alliance, but it could be a single. It's a gang, but a gang is an organization. By definition, the U.S. Navy is a gang. They got colors, they have things they do for initiation and stuff like that. But it's still considered an organization. So everybody knows their home system is Crix. I found this interesting. Their system is originally named the Lambda Serpentis system. They changed it to Crix because all of the pilots would mark the location as Crix on the map. And to get the name, it has to do with how it was created. So the planet the key is around used to have a supermax prison called the Lock. In 2241, there was a prison break led by Jasper Crix, which is where Crix comes from. He was very charismatic, and when he was able to get out of prison, and they seized some ships from the hangar bay, and then went up and captured the key. Which is that star station over Crix.
So when you're doing the Crimson Fleet, you actually have to go into that prison, and you are trying to find information about how Jasper did it. And it does talk about how he did manipulate and use a few guards during that prison break.
Oh, yeah. And that's why I put he's very charismatic, because he had to do that to get out. You know, sounds like a lot of prison breaks and a lot of stories.
Yeah, yeah.
It's a trope for a reason. The prisoners turned the key in the base of operations. The original name that Jasper called them was the Crimson Scar. The UC did attempt to take the key back at least 3 times, but they failed every time.
Because of the turrets.
Not long after that, less than 100 years after that, 2330, they expanded. They used to be considered only a problem for the Freestar Collective because of Cheyenne, Lunar, and Narian. However, they expanded into Sagan, and then the UC realized they were a problem, and that's when the Vigilant got involved.
Yeah, it used to be. There's somewhere in the game, so somewhere during that quest line, they talk about how they used to be a nuisance.
We're just a nuisance.
Just a
now
nuisance.
They're a problem.
Yeah. The banner they fly under is your typical pirate logo, the Jolly Roger, the skull and crossbones.
I mean, it ain't broke, don't fix it.
Right?
I know, right? One of the drivers for the group is one of the biggest scores of all time, Crix's Legacy.
Yeah.
Nobody knows where it's at, and that's the biggest treasure hunt in the galaxy. And there's a Mortal Kombat Annihilation has Cyrax says a sound that says death is the only way out. Well, for the Crimson Fleet, death is usually the only way out. Those of you, I'm doing a spoiler alert just because it is a spoiler alert, but
Warning, spoilers ahead.
Everybody should know this by now. What's his name up on the eye is former Crimson Fleet. He is one of the few that's actually retired.
Vladimir. The Crix's Legacy is actually like the Crimson Fleet quest. That's what you're doing. You're looking for the Crix's Legacy and stuff like that. So
yeah, but reading into this makes me more interested because I actually want to play it and talk to as many people as I can. And
You
see
should.
what the story
you
is
definitely
because
should. It is one of the more in-depth and one of the most fun quest lines there is.
yeah, but like I said, I wasn't interested in doing them until I started doing the research on the lore forum. One thing that if you haven't noticed, all of their ships are based on ghost types or apparition type, those kind of themes, and that's kind of boring to me.
Why is that boring?
Ooh, ghosts. You don't sneak up and hurt anybody. You just fly into them head on and announce you're coming after them. That's not ghostly. Now, if they had a habit of sneaking up on people and then attacking them, then that'd be another story.
I mean, they kind of do. Play the quest line. The quest line.
Well, maybe in the quest line, but when I'm traveling around to other planets, I jump into a system and they like, oh, look, fresh meat, and they come after me.
Yeah, play the quest line and then let us know what you think.
Oh, I will. I'll do that one first if I make it out of the world.
Yeah, good luck.
No, can you imagine me playing a fully melee build? Death is the end character. Starting off with the Crimson Fleet.
Yeah, honestly, though,
I'm interested how you're gonna get through the terramorphs in the UC quest line with melee only.
Oh boy!
Actually, it's doable. I actually rocked one on the one of them. I rocked with just a knife on New Atlantis on the platforms.
Definitely something he's going to be doing later on, I think. Is the UC
when I actually have a knife.
Yeah. Well, I mean, technically, that first terramorph, you can't even activate the turrets because that would be not melee.
No, because I'm not
that's using
attacking
the
it.
environment.
Yeah,
that'd be fine.
That's true.
That is actually guided by the quest to do that. So,
hey, I'm not making you do melee only. I would not wish that upon anybody for this challenge. So that's all you, buddy. You do it how you want to do it.
And if this
fun with that. Let us know how it goes.
And if this character dies tomorrow, I will create a snake-like character, like Snake Eyes, melee and pistols, relying primarily on melee, and then using pistols when needed.
Okay, that's fair. You'll just restart the challenge once you fail in the first 10 minutes.
I know, right? Well, it's not much of a challenge if I fail within the first 10 minutes.
It's like, oh man, they followed me, huh? And then 5 seconds later, Rook's dead.
Now I'm trying to figure out how I'm going to build this character. Jeez. I'll figure it out.
See, all I gotta do is be a distraction while all the other miners kill him.
I'm thinking about doing something that I've never done before. Going all shotguns.
Shotguns are pretty powerful in this game.
They are. I've never used them.
Get up close and personal.
I have never once used a shotgun, so...
The Breaker is actually one of my favorite shotguns because it can shoot at range, too.
Huh. Yeah, I have never used one, so...
And there's quite a few different options for shotguns.
The shoddy pistol.
And you got some energy ones. You got 3 different variants of ballistic, and there you go.
I think there's an EM one, too.
Yeah, it's one of the energy ones.
I don't know. I think if I can make it through the entire game in a pacifist mode, I think I can handle this challenge okay.
Pacifist is well.
Even though I can't make ships,
I have to make it.
No money.
I have to make it to getting Sarah. I have to get Sarah because if I can't get my first companion, I won't survive.
Yeah, you need a companion to help you. And you need to get some talents. Once you get the talent, once you start putting all the talents in your melee builds and you start actually doing good damage and getting the bonuses, especially once you get, like, what is it, regeneration or whatever the heck that one is that, like, helps you regenerate life in combat.
I barely ever use powers.
You know, one of the things that might be key to this challenge.
Oh, talents. That's right.
When you get
talent.
One of the keys in this challenge might be to just, when you get to New Atlantis, is do a lot of the quests inside the city just to get those extra levels.
Yeah.
Very little combat in some of those, so it's a good way to level up.
You still have to get through all the 4 faction quests too. So.
Well, you can do. We never said when you had to do them.
Do the Ryujin quest line. There's not much combat in that one.
True, and you can make some decent money off of that. Mm-hmm. But I was thinking about doing Crimson Fleet pretty early on to get the credit so I could build my ship.
Yeah, because
the point is, though, you can't really do Crimson Fleet with just your starting ship.
Or do the Mantis pretty quick.
Yeah,
so you can get the armor in the ship, because that ship is pretty decent.
The only problem with doing the Mantis, though, is it's not easy when you're starting a new character on very hard doing that quest.
True. You want to get to at least like level 10 first.
Yeah, I got killed when I did that in one of my earlier characters, my pirate. So there's definitely some strategy involved in this.
Get that suit from the basement of Constellation.
Yeah. Well, you're gonna try. You won't have the lockpick capability, so you're gonna just try to glitch it.
You don't have to try to glitch it. That's like the easiest glitch in the game. What are you talking about?
Cheater. All right, guys. I think this is gonna be it for tonight's show. We got the challenge. So we'd like it if everyone joined in with us on this and see how long you guys can survive. See if you can make it to level 50 and do all 4 of the quests. Let us know. You can join us in Discord at any time. Talk to us and other like-minded people who are enjoying the game and several other different things. That's discord.gg/podcasts raw. Raw podcasts.
Yeah, raw podcasts, yes. And I'd like to see people post in there how long they think Rook's going to last.
Yeah, we'll take a poll.
Let's see how long we think Rook's going to last. Cast your votes now.
I'll do one of those squares. All right, and you can contact us at any time. You can email us, starfieldRAW@gmail.com, with any of your questions, comments, concerns, anything you want to talk about. Or, Discord. You can follow us on Twitter at Starfield RAW, Facebook, Starfield RAW, and our Instagram is what?
Raw Podcast 1.
There you go. And I believe that covers that. And you can follow.
Don't forget, also, just a quick one, don't forget you don't have to wait a whole week to listen to us again, because you could always listen to our other show, Raw and Nerdy. Comes out on Mondays. All things nerdy, not just Starfield. We cover all things that you could think of that a nerd may be interested in.
And our last episode we just did that came out on New Year's Day was all about artificial intelligence. A little debate on that, which can kind of tie into Starfield in a way.
A little bit.
Yeah. You can follow me on Twitter at the Wigit, as that goes for anything else. Discord, ESO, Xbox, Steam, WIGIT.
You can follow me. Sadly, Twitter is at Rook213. Everything else, all my other gaming platforms and everything is Tomcat213 or some variation of that. And Steam is Rook213.
And you can follow me at the Archon606 on most social media, or quick_D_606 on all gaming platforms.
Thanks for listening, everybody. It is good to be back. And have a fantastic week.
Stay safe in the deepest black, y'all.
Keep on exploring.